excellent day for an exorcism.
Welcome to just another horror podcast.
I'm Ben, calling every Russian. I think you're coming!
I'm John. I work at Burger King and I got some problems with his bullshit.
I'm Cobra. It's funny that you both like really shitty movies. Fuck off.
Yeah, it was fuck off.
It was
leave a
real
message after
loud.
the tone.
Yeah, it was real loud and instead what does it say?
It said something like,
My God.
he's not available or something.
But
sounded
it
said,
did
fuck
sound
off.
like fuck off. Like I text you things and you
That's what I have
never
that's
get
what
back to me or
that's
do
what I
anything I
have it set.
ask you. Or...
That's what I have it set for. Fuck off. Leave your number.
Leave a number after the tone. After I insult you.
Yeah,
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah, why don't you
Yeah,
give
go
your
ahead.
little talk to or one?
This Nightmare series is not, it's not my favorite horror series, but I do enjoy part 1. It was original with the...
Can you decipher for us between dream world and reality a little bit?
Or
Or
is the whole
did you
movie
listen to
dream?
the podcast?
I haven't got a chance yet.
So, okay.
You'd be
Now-
in a much worse mood if you did.
Yeah. There's
So-
some insults for him, sorry.
No?
How's your infection doing, by the way?
Cleared up.
Well, that's good.
That is good.
Am I supposed to talk about part 1?
Yes.
Yeah. Were we interrupting you?
Do either of you have, like, vivid dreams?
Yes.
Like, to where you can doze off and you think you're dreaming? Because, like, I don't dream that much, so I think that's maybe another reason these movies didn't do much for me.
I dream a lot, and that's why I didn't think that these movies were very good, because they didn't
Okay.
portray dreams very well.
But...
Or establish a line
Who-
between
but
dreams
I've
and
talked to
reality.
people who-
Not every person's dreams are the same,
That's
I imagine.
true. Yeah.
No,
So how
but
can it, I don't know if you can put a limitation on what happens in your dream, can you?
No.
well, I do know people who they can tell you, like, they vividly dream, like, and it sounds like something out of, like, one of these dreams in these movies. So maybe Wes Craven did dream. I mean,
Didn't he read something like in
Yeah,
California
I mean,
they
it's-
were doing
it's,
something
you know,
about in
it's-
their sleep or
yeah,
something?
it's well known, like, where he kind of got the idea for having nightmares that can kill you, but I don't know. I don't dream like this, but I like the visuals a lot of the time in these dreams.
Some of them.
I like when Nancy wakes up in school and she like goes out in the hall and what's her face is the hall monitor, but she's got like Freddy's
The
sweater
girl?
on. Yeah, like,
The scary girl.
and then Tina being drug away in the body bag.
Tina's a good kill too. That
Yeah.
rotating room.
It's very good.
I had Robin listen to the podcast.
Mm.
She thought we just bashed it all through and through.
Well,
I was like, we weren't that hard on it.
What'd you guys rate it?
Both give it
Sixes.
sixes. Yeah.
6?
I said you would probably give it a 7.
Yeah,
It's not
7.
that.
I wouldn't go any higher than 7. It's
It's
6.5,
a little. It's above average,
Mm-hmm.
and it sparked one of the biggest horror franchises.
now I'm gonna assume that. Do you guys fall in line with part 3 is your favorite?
No, mine's 7.
Oh yeah, you love Freddy's Dead, right?
No.
Or New Nightmare.
No.
New Nightmare.
Yeah.
What, you like New Nightmare.
Yeah.
See, that's how much I know the series. I'm like, I don't know what part
Wait,
7 is.
I have never heard anyone call it part 7 before. Just
yeah, I
him.
know. I'm like,
Just say
there's
New Nightmare.
7 of these things.
He
There's
confuses
9
me
of
with
these
that.
things. So.
There's 9.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite? Part 2. Part 3.
I'm a dream warrior, motherfucker.
I liked it. I think. Well, yeah. I don't want to review part 3 right now, but
Spoiler alert.
do you consider part 1 a classic? Like classic horror? What do you think of Wes Craven?
I love Wes Craven. I think he's a real smart guy, and I think his directing skills are really
Yeah,
good.
visually the movie looked.
Yeah.
But this
Good.
movie is not one of my favorites at all.
Of
his.
Craven or just?
Of Craven's, just not.
My favorite Craven is Last House on the Left.
Yeah, I know you. I like Hills Have Eyes.
I like the one where that guy is getting buried on that island. I can't even remember the name of it.
Serpent in the Rainbow.
Serpent in the Rainbow.
Oh, yeah, like Serpent in the Rainbow.
Yeah, that one's
That
really
guy, that's Bill Pullman's time.
good. I don't want to say Bill Paxton and feel like an asshole.
I know, I almost said it too. I was like, that's Bill Paxton's son,
Yeah.
but you got it before me, and I'm glad you did.
That's
Bill Paxton.
That's the president of the USA.
Well,
Wait, Bill
Or
Paxton or Bill Pullman? Who's better?
Paxton.
Paxton.
For sure. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
even though.
But Pullman was the
Why would
president, man.
What the?
Huh?
Why would you?
Pullman was the president, though.
Why would you even ask that? What has Bill Pullman done that's?
He was the president.
Surfing the rainbow?
Yeah,
It's
there
gotta
you
be
go.
better near
He
dark.
wasn't just the president. He also jumped into a fighter jet to
That's
fight
right.
invading aliens.
He was a former Air Force pilot.
He was in Mr. Wrong with Ellen DeGeneres, and that
Oh,
movie
good.
was so bad. I remember being like 7th grade and at my friend's house, and we weren't allowed to rent anything R. And I was like, this is terrible. And we rented Mr. Wrong with Ellen DeGeneres and Bill Pullman.
So what do you give this one?
7, he said.
You said a 7?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
For the
7.
original.
Shows how much I pay attention.
Yeah.
It had good kills. It was a little slow. It was a little some pacing problems.
How many kills did it have?
There 3.
And the mom.
With the blow up doll.
Or
No,
if they catch
before
you
that,
on
she
fire.
catches on.
Yeah.
The mom
Oh,
gets
yeah.
killed twice.
Yep.
Is it a dream sequence? Which one? Obviously the second
Is
one.
the whole is the whole movie a dream or not?
It's one of those that it's whatever you take from it. I mean,
I guess so.
I
if
need.
if someone wants to
little bit of
say it's a
something.
whole dream, then but I don't really like. I hate those types of movies where that scenario where something's just it was all a dream, and it's because I can't stand the classic. You're dreaming, then you wake up, but you're still in the dream. That's never happened to me ever. That ever happened to you?
I told you, yes it has, unfortunately. Where I got to work and started working, and then I woke up.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
oh no, I'm not
That's a
doing it
nightmare.
again.
What about the scene where Johnny Depp is in Nancy's room and Nancy's like, "Stay awake. I'm gonna go get Freddy."
Mhm.
She's outside and she's like, "Are you still there?" Glenn pokes out from behind a tree and he's like, "Yeah." They're in a dream world together, right?
And he's supposed to be staying awake.
He's supposed to be staying awake.
How did that happen?
And
Well, she's dreaming that he's.
with him, even
Yeah.
though he's awake,
Why?
He doesn't have to be sleeping to appear in a dream.
why not?
Do you dream about other people?
Yeah, but they're probably
But why
sleeping
is
when
she
I do
asking
because we all
his-
sleep around the same time.
Why
I
is
would
she
say.
asking her dream creation of him if he's still there?
Because in her mind,
Okay, but then,
I don't know. It's how you dream. I
And then
guess.
later, she's running up Marshmallow Stairs and fights Freddy in her bed while Glenn is clearly sleeping in the chair. Where the fuck is he at? In a different dream world?
No, Freddy's not going after him. Probably.
So Freddy can only go after one person at one time?
Yeah, because that's the way movies are filmed. You can't have 2 dreams going on at once, unless it's part 3.
When they come together and
Yeah.
pull each other into...
Alright, you guys ready to start part 2?
Because
Yeah.
in part 3, he leaves the boiler room fighting people because his bones are being dug up, and he realizes it, so he's got to go over there, and he just disappears. So he goes after whoever he wants.
There are no rules.
He's not God. Wait.
Yes, he is. What does he say? He
This
is
is God,
God.
yeah.
This is God.
Alright, I have to do the intro still here, guys.
What about the outro?
Alright, if you want to get a hold of
You
us...
know what? Nobody fucking emailed the show, so
Yeah.
fuck you. You're not getting a show this week.
Alright, you guys. See you
Out
later.
of here.
It was fun. Hello, non-supportive fans. Welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast. I'm John.
I'm Ben.
Cobra.
And today we're doing Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and we're going to try not to talk about gay penis for most of this review.
Now. Let's take a progressive approach to this movie.
That's what I want to do.
And I'm not going to bash it because of that. If you want to bash it because it's a bad movie, that's one thing. But
And I don't think it is.
Can we just call the main character Jesse John?
why, Jesse John?
Not Jesse John. He wants to call him John because he's being a dick.
No, we'll call him Jesse. He reminds me of a certain podcast member a
Can't
little
think
bit.
of who.
Mannerisms.
Oh, you mean like how I danced around with lightning bolt sunglasses in my room?
I did see you do that
And
once.
use my ass to close drawers? Yeah.
You still wear those sunglasses with the visor, like with the...
Yes. Sure. No, I don't.
You might.
Alright, before we start bashing the shit out of it, I want to say that Christopher Young does the soundtrack for this, and he did the Hellraiser soundtracks, and I like this soundtrack a lot. Did you guys like the soundtrack? It's different than the
No.
rest of the series. You don't like the banging and the clanging?
No.
I kind of did. It was a real creepy feel to it.
Nope.
I thought you would like it.
Why?
I don't know. It's got an 80s.
Did it?
Did you
Not like the third one.
Did you like the song All Night Long?
And he
By Lionel
dances to
Richie?
in his room, yeah.
Is that Lionel Richie?
I don't know.
I
Or
don't
is that a
think they
different
can
All
get
Night
the
Long?
rights for that.
Probably not. I noticed the opening sequence of the movie that the school made a very bad mistake by hiring Freddy Krueger as their bus driver.
Yep.
What do you think of the bus? Did you think school buses in 85 looked like that?
I don't know.
I thought it was off-putting. I was like, that's the weirdest looking school bus I've ever seen.
Because it's a dream bus, though,
well,
right?
I assume it's budget, and it was the cheapest thing that they could get to
I will
wreck.
say, those windows, they do stick.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I remember that.
Oh,
Pull those
yeah.
windows
Not
down.
open them.
And I will say that another girl from Just the 10 of Us is one of these girls on the bus.
Which one is it?
Plug the theme song.
Life is a race and I know I can win it, 'cause I'm learning the rules of the game.
Oh, man.
Again. And get a different clip of
What
that.
the-
That
You
just
didn't like
shows
that?
laziness.
You
No,
didn't like, I
it's
picked
fine.
that on purpose. I wasn't being lazy. I was like, that doesn't make any sense, and I put it in there.
Which one from the show was it?
The brown-haired girl. She has blonde hair in this one. She's one of the two last remaining ones with Jesse on the bus.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell it's her. You can tell in the face, but her hair's blonde in the movie, but it's brown on the show. She's not Heather Langenkamp. She's
Obviously.
not the blonde girl that's in part 4. Another girl from Just the 10 of Us is in part 4. The blonde one.
I haven't watched part 4 yet.
You've
There's
never
something
seen part 4?
No. I stopped after 3 back in the day.
Oh my god, you're in for a treat.
I started 4 last night.
Read or beware, you're in for a scare.
Yeah.
Watch or beware.
So
4's pretty awful.
I did like this opening dream though. That was
Are
pretty
those 2 girls in the bus dreaming?
That's I was gonna ask that.
Who are they? Because
Because
they're
other people
never
are
in the
getting
movie
off.
again.
Other people are getting off the bus.
Mm.
So are they? Is their dream done?
I have that there's 3 girls left on the bus.
That there was. Oh yeah, he looks like 80s emo is what he looks like, and he never looks like that again for the rest of the movie.
No, it's a nerd alert at the very opening, and then they play him off to be kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if he's cool, but he's at least trying to be
Yeah.
wrestling with Grady.
This opening dream is pretty
He
good.
demanded that, and he's like, listen, if I'm in this movie, I get a wrestling scene with this guy.
And that guy's like, what?
The
No!
guy's like,
Well, I like this opening dream because I don't like not being in control driving. So when he's just on the bus and it's going out of control, that's actually kind of creepy to me.
where does it go, too? The hills have eyes.
I don't know, but I thought it looked.
Rob
I thought it
the
looked
desert.
really good out there.
Yeah, and then that just being trapped on the ledge like that, I hate
Yeah.
heights and not having anywhere to run. And so I thought this opening dream was very good.
This had a $3 million budget. This movie.
Yep.
And I thought they used it pretty well.
Is that you keep kicking me?
No, you keep playing footsie with me, Jesse.
I'm just going to get this out of the way right now.
You're getting it out now? I thought you would save it for an important part of the
Well,
movie or
if I
something.
drink more, maybe it'll come out.
Okay.
An important part. Oh, yeah, there's a couple.
So I also have another question about this movie. Why? I mean, this is totally different than all the other movies, but has a younger sister. Why isn't she having some work?
Okay, you go first.
Is she too young?
That little sister was Carrie from Days of Our Lives.
Oh,
Plug
God.
Days of Our Lives theme.
Don't.
You are not gonna spend every 5 minutes telling me to plug crap that I don't want to put in here.
It doesn't matter. You
New
plug
listeners are gonna be like, "What the hell are they an AM or an FM radio show to drive into in the morning?"
Plug the Days of Our Lead. I can't even talk now. You've got me so upset.
Yeah. Welcome to me last week.
Just plug it. What does that mean?
Just plug it.
Huh?
And that's what Jesse says to people.
Why were you so bad last week?
I was like, "Stop the show!
Oh
Stop
my
the
God.
show!"
So I love our 80s racism that you could get away with back then. Fu Manchu cereal.
Fu Manchu's
Mm.
second best cereal after Agatha Christie's
Yep.
from House of a Thousand Corpses.
Fu Manchu
I've,
cereal.
and
This is
then-
the most racist thing I've
Why?
ever seen. Come on.
See, I don't know if this movie is a victim of bad editing or if this is all done on purpose. Because there's so many things that are like dreams in this movie. Like, he's constantly cleaning his room and never making any progress. He's wearing the same clothes a lot. He ends up in places that there's no explanation for him getting to.
Well, yeah, there's that. I didn't think that the room cleaning thing. I mean, he
Eventually
made
it
progress.
stops. He doesn't make any progress until, like, about midway through the movie.
I thought it was just because he didn't.
He was just lazy.
That he just had. Oh, I need a.
But they made it like, the reason I brought it up is because they made it like a sticking point early on in the movie. Like, clean your room. Are you ever going to clean your room? Get to cleaning your room. It's just very strange.
And how
I
hot
thought
does
it-
it get in this house?
90 degrees.
Yeah, apparently.
I
figured
figured
it-
explode word.
I figured it was he just has always never felt right in the house, and he's dreamed weird since he got there, and that So he just.
And what I find strange is why is he dreaming weird? That's not where Freddy lives. He never
Well,
lived there.
Yeah.
And who is Freddy getting revenge on in this movie?
This is true.
The last.
Nobody from the first
No.
one is in this movie.
No, exactly. Nancy's gone.
And none of that, like, Grady and Lisa, they're not Elm Street kids, right?
No.
That we know of, no.
Yeah.
I mean, they live there, but that
So-
doesn't
Is there
mean-
only one road that goes through? Is it like Haddonfield, Illinois?
the one road?
There's one road that's
Oh,
got a
yeah, sure.
hospital.
Is that
or-
your map you drew?
That was my map.
Haddonfield?
Yeah.
Excellent work.
I was trying to figure out where everything was, and I realized it was all on the same street.
Could be a town planner.
Yeah.
So Elm Street, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's bad writing then.
I think it could be, or bad editing.
Okay, well, you said you watched Never Sleep Again.
Mm-hmm.
And they do this thing throughout the section on part 2 where a lot of the writers, directors, actors, they all say the same thing, that we had no idea what was happening in this movie until it came out, and somebody said there's a lot of...
I think the writer said I snuck it in there. One of the writers.
Yeah, then the
That's
very
what I
last...
read.
Yeah, the one last... So, he never actually came out and said that he was gay.
Mm-mm.
But he obviously was.
He is for sure.
Yeah,
Now.
there was
Well,
just-
Mark Patton was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mark Patton was.
But he didn't, I don't think even he knew what was going on.
No, he said he didn't, but I'm talking the writer.
Okay.
I mean, do you think that guy
Or did he just
probably
do it
gay
to be funny?
and he just, or was he doing it to be funny?
I don't know, but if he was trying to, like, make a movie about discovering your sexuality, whether or not you're gay or not, why did he pick the second in A Nightmare on Elm Street to delve into this? Seems
Well-
like a weird place to do it.
Was it this one that they said there was a writer's strike and they were trying to get something out really quick? And
You and these writer strikes.
It's
no, I'm
always-
serious.
It's
Ron
always
Perlman.
the writer's strike.
Ron
Okay.
Perlman.
Well, the guy who wrote this, did he work on the first one at all?
No,
Okay.
not at all. In fact,
Maybe they
almost
just-
almost nobody in this movie had anything to do with the first one, except one woman who happened to direct Part 6, Talele.
What?
Yeah. Rachel Talele, or whatever her name
I
is.
don't know what that is.
Well, then maybe they just were trying to rush to
She
get
was in
part 2
everything.
out as soon as possible.
They were.
Because they said that they didn't... I mean, the money that was grossed on part 1 was spent paying back a bunch of bills.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they thought, okay, we've got something here. Let's get part 2 out, make money, actually
Which
make
they
money
did,
off
by
this
the way.
one.
They made 30,
Oh, they made a ton of money.
$30 million on it.
Then why did it take so long for the third one to come out if number 2 was such a big
It was
hit?
unpopular, and they had a lot of writers working on it, but we'll get there. We will. Back to this movie. Jesse's in gym class, gets hit on the head with a baseball, and Grady pulls his pants down.
Is Grady the best character in the series?
One of them. Him and Kincaid, I think.
Kincaid's funny.
Kincaid's my favorite.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
So, I have a question about this one. This is about the time that Grady says, well, we see that Jesse drives a girl to school all the time, Lisa. So,
Wait. And I'm going to ask this, too. They just moved there, right?
that's another thing. How long have they been there?
How long have they been there?
I'm going to guess like a month or
week?
2.
And
This
his box
movie
is still
supposedly-
on?
I'm guessing he just doesn't want to live there.
This
Like,
movie supposedly takes place 5 years after Nancy
Yeah.
was there. I'm not buying it. Did they just move into that house 5 years after?
No one's lived there. Oh, there
Nobody's
no,
lived there?
because that diary was still up in his room.
Yeah, so
no
nobody's
one
right on the top shelf.
Nobody noticed this red diary.
I guess not.
Red diary.
Good point? Question mark?
Are you talking about David Duchovny's Red Shoe Diaries?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
There are boobs in that.
So, I do like the
Lisa
coach,
was
though.
from
I like that
Hellraiser
actor.
4.
Is
She's
she?
also at Seinfeld.
Oh, she's the mom
And
in Hellraiser 4.
is she?
Yeah, she's a mom. I remember her now.
You guys made it that far in Hellraiser.
That was as far as we
I
made
watched
it.
all of them, but
Well,
we
you
did
can't
it
even
before,
go back
yeah.
and listen to episode 1.
I took
so.
it down. Sorry, everybody. It sounded like shit. So, if you want it, buy it. That's all I have to say to you.
Oh, I was getting to
Jerks.
it before distraction. This is where Grady asks Jesse in gym class about him and Lisa. Like, you boning her?
Yeah.
Like, he wants to know the relationship. Is he gay also?
No.
'Cause
No.
He finds out that Jesse really probably doesn't have that kind of interest in Lisa. Lisa's friend hits on Grady the whole movie.
Why
Grady
is that
is
character
like-
there?
I
Yeah,
don't
Grady.
We
not
talked
being-
about this at work.
She's useless.
She should be Grady's love interest in this movie, but for some reason she just doesn't.
Well, I thought maybe Grady was, and I mean they don't follow up on it, I guess. As
Grady's
much.
too cool, I think. He could have any girl
Picture
he
him
wants.
liking college chicks, not high school
More
girls.
Yeah,
likely.
he's that cool.
He's
But
that
even
cool.
so,
This is where he plants the seed about the gym
teacher. He's like, "Oh, you're a pretty boy." The gym teacher probably wants to see you shower.
How good is that?
But he
character?
also says he likes to go.
Character actor.
Well,
The
you want to
gym
use
teacher.
that word in the context they used it. He said he likes to go to queer S&M joints. And
Queer
that
S&M
factors in
joints.
later in this movie because I don't think that Jesse actually goes to a queer S&M joint.
But then,
No.
but does he just go to the
I know.
school? And why is the coach there at 1 in the morning? Because
No,
they
no.
do physically kill. The coach gets
This
murdered.
is where things get murky.
Well, that bar, they call it a gay bar, but there's a bunch of women in there.
That's what I said.
There's a
hanging
bu-
all over men.
There's a bunch of women
But
that
the
are
coach is
dudes.
the coach is the
There's
only
a bunch
one.
of dudes that are women.
No.
So you're still convinced of that, but I watched it again.
No.
There's a
Those-
There's
few
some women
real
in
women,
there,
but
yeah.
there's a few transies.
It's an S&M
No.
bar. There's everybody there.
Yes.
I didn't think it was that S&M. Like, I thought the coach
No.
was the only one really.
You know why? Because this is Jesse's idea of what an S&M bar
Uh.
looks like. It's a dream.
Well, he also gets the beer without
You just
even.
get Jesse.
Yeah,
don't
with
you?
no problem at
Yeah.
all.
You just get Jesse.
No, I understand
We're
what the
taking a-
writers were doing.
We're
You've got
taking a
all the
progressive
inserts over
approach
there.
to this movie.
I know.
Do you like? I like menacing Freddy though. I think Freddy's pretty menacing in this.
Is
He is pretty
It's
awesome.
dark.
It's
There's two things about this movie
It's
as far
not
as
what
the
I
acting
remember it
goes
to
that I
be.
like, and I think Jesse plays crazy really well, and I think Freddy plays creepy really well.
I think Freddy always plays like
This
Freddy's
one-
always at the end of a hallway waiting for someone, talking to somebody.
He's just not scary though to me.
In this one, I think he's about as close to scary as he gets. Really.
I didn't like how they changed him up a little bit and they changed his eye color and things like that. But I like
I thought the makeup looked good. I
The
did.
makeup looked good.
Yeah.
It was I guess the eye color.
But they gave him
maybe-
those brown eyes.
Yeah.
Those dreamy brown eyes.
Is that why Lisa makes out with him at the end
I
of the
think
movie?
so.
Which is so fucking weird and
That
stupid. The
that
ending of this
ending.
movie is even worse than the first, which is hard because he just Atari's out.
So, Jesse's dreaming and he goes outside, wanders around the corner and finds Freddy throwing things into a furnace and just goes back in the house like it's nothing.
Why is he wearing a hospital scrub shirt?
I'm not sure what he's doing here.
Comfortable, I guess.
Is it?
I don't know.
Which makes me
I
believe
don't
that
work
he's
in a
been in the
hospital.
hospital before this.
I thought they did there was a total callback to part 1 when Tina goes outside.
A lot of this,
Or
you said a lot of this mirrors part 1, and it
Yeah.
does. He goes back inside and he's pulling on the door and the door's pulling the other way, and I thought that was a pretty good suspenseful moment. And then he turns around and Freddy's there and he pulls out his brains.
You got the body, I got the brains.
I thought that was awesome.
which if this this movie gets crapped on, but
So-
it's got a lot of
Yeah, but what's
major
so Freddy's
iconic
intent
scenes.
is to possess Jesse into
I think
killing.
I think-
Who? Why is he kill the coach? I mean, why? Who? Why is he killing these people specifically? He kills the coach.
he's just trying to get Jesse into the mode of kill.
The coach never did anything.
He's trying to get Jesse into the mode of kill, and Jesse's fighting it the whole way. Who Freddy wants to kill. It's easy for Jesse to kill like his gym teacher and people like that, but it's harder to kill somebody like his sister or somebody like that.
See that later on.
The gym teacher, if anything, Freddy should be praised. He probably saved Jesse from getting raped by his gym
No
teacher.
shit.
more
At
likely.
least this guy was Freddy Krueger before
Yes!
Freddy Krueger was Freddy Krueger.
Alright, so there's a pet snake scene. I'm so confused by this.
So Jesse falls asleep in class.
Is that an innuendo for? Yeah.
I don't
chokes him.
know. It's the only thing I can think of because there's no other reason for that scene to be in the movie
He
at all.
looks at Grady and Grady like laughs at him, and all of
He
a
gives him
sudden,
the finger,
yeah, he wakes up and there's a snake around his neck, and the teacher's like, "No playing with snakes."
He
What
says
was he
if you want
doing?
to play with animals, you should join the circus. And I'm like, why do you have a snake in your classroom?
Yeah.
And how didn't you see them take it out of its container?
That scene doesn't make any sense. So
Dream.
here we go again.
Is it a
Is
dream?
Is this whole movie a dream?
Well, he was dreaming there, but then I guess he
Then he
wakes
woke
up.
up with
Why
the
is the snake
snake
actually
on him? Yeah.
Which means that scene's pointless. Completely pointless.
Or when Grady put the snake on him, he dreamt about the snake and
Yeah.
then woke up. I don't know.
do you
It's-
think this girl is hot in this movie? Or even attractive at all?
Lisa.
Yeah, she looks. I think she looks better than Nancy.
She looks good in the
Oh.
Seinfeld episode she's in.
she's got the flat nose.
You were
I don't
talking
like
about
it.
that.
What's that?
She's got a
You were talking
flat
about
nose.
flat
I
nose,
don't
yeah.
like it.
I think she's okay.
I thought you were gonna make fun of gingers
No,
and say you don't like redheads.
no, redheads are fine, but her nose is flat.
Did they try to do the same thing they did with Nancy, where it's the girl next door look?
I guess. She looks like
Which
what's
also
her name
mirrors
from
one, I
Jurassic
guess.
Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's even got the same shorts.
Yes, she does.
So, this is that scene. You know, the scene.
What's
The unpacking scene?
The unpacking scene.
Oh, where he's dancing around like a.
Yeah, I mean, it goes so far as there's a no chick sign on the door. So,
Mm-hmm.
up until this point, I'm like, maybe I guess you could get a gay subtext out of it. But then he's straight up grabbing like a phallic-shaped thing and waving it around and
What
blowing
the hell
on
was
it.
that thing?
Was he blowing on it?
Yeah, he was like, oh my god, dude. Just no.
Like just stuff. And then he gets caught by like his mom and Lisa, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Right there, she should have been like, that is some seriously shitty ass shit, and walked
Yeah.
out of the
She
room.
was working on him this whole movie. She was not gonna give up.
No. What?
Why? Is there
Yeah.
no one else in... Go with Grady, man.
Yeah, Grady's way cooler.
That's the slogan I'm going to slap on this movie. Go with Grady, 2016.
Whoop whoop.
Nancy has a diary.
Which is
They
not
find.
hidden whatsoever.
Does Nancy seem like the kind of person that would
No.
keep a diary?
And would she write sexual things about Glenn?
No, she didn't
No.
like Glenn.
No. Fucking lies.
And by the way, she is the first of many to reference Freddy as Fred, like they're best friends or
Oh yeah,
something.
Fred Krueger.
Fred Krueger. Well, maybe they were friends. They'd known each other.
The thing about this movie that I really like as far as dream stuff goes, I think I mentioned this before, it's that a lot of the scenes repeat, and he seems to be going through the same things every single day, and I don't know if that's editing or not, but the push-up scene, the second one, when
That's the exact same shot.
it's the
as
same
yeah.
shot. So,
It probably saved a few bucks.
no, more than likely.
Well,
It's really hot too in this house. Well, Jesse's room
97 degrees.
specifically, he sweats all the time.
well,
Yeah.
And we forgot to mention that Clu Gallagher is his father.
Oh, yeah.
for, Bert from
Bert, yeah, they both came out in '85.
Wow, they made
He
him
had-
look a lot older in this movie than.
He had a lot of, like, Bert's mannerisms and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I wish he would have
so-
been funnier though.
Yeah, just played the over the top.
But when he
dad.
talks about the bad bird seed that causes the bird to
To
explode.
explode, yeah.
That's great.
That's gotta be like, because a lot of people hate those types of things in this movie, but that's gotta be just for laughs or.
Just
Yeah.
showing
it's-
what we can do.
Just-
We can explode a bird,
Let's
right?
see how
Does
over the
Freddy
top
have
this guy
anything to
can
do with the bird?
Yeah.
Where's Jesse?
Yes.
Did Jesse make it blow up?
With a firecracker?
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
I
John,
get
insert the
confused about
Tourette's
that.
guy bird seed right here.
Hey, there's a bird in the house.
What do you mean a bird?
Oh, I just flew in. Opened up the door.
Holy shit!
Oh, fuck! Oh, damn it! Ah!
I'm confused. Oh, you know what?
Huh.
It's great when you can insert stuff, but when I want to insert stuff,
I do it all. Last week, 4 different things that had nothing. I had a 15-second Jaws theme song thing where if somebody tuned in there, they're like, what the fuck
why
is
would
this?
they tune in at minute 58 of
Because
our
they just go
podcast?
click. They're old. They don't know what they're clicking on. Leave them alone.
You don't even like old people.
No, I don't. Stop listening to this show, old people.
Do we have a lot of those?
I'm making that up.
Nobody
know.
knows for sure.
Yeah.
That wouldn't-
Oh, who in Kansas listens to us 55 times a week? Write us in. Let us know.
Somebody in Kansas 55 times a week.
Yeah, Topeka. 55 times a week. They download like the same episodes over and over again.
Ooh, which episodes are they?
Like the last 10 of them that we had. I don't know if they keep deleting them and doing it or what. Thanks, Kansas. You're helping us out big time.
Whoop, whoop.
Write us a review.
Yeah, if you're a real person.
Email the
please do.
show, somebody.
Yeah.
You fox.
Yeah, we don't like you. We don't like our fans.
You just called them fucks. So
Well,
now you
we
want
s-
them to email.
I sent 3 days on Facebook. I posted about
Yeah, so did
emailing
I.
the show to talk about
I
the
put it on
series.
Twitter. I put it everywhere.
And
Nobody did
nobody
shit.
wrote in.
I don't really have any friends on Facebook. Like, my relatives aren't going to write in.
Well, tell them maybe they should.
Yeah, tell them that. This happened in this movie too. Like pictures move from room to room in this movie
I didn't notice.
without
what
explanation. There's a drawing on the cupboard door that earlier in the movie was upstairs. It's moving around from place to place. There's a board with like writing on it, one of those reminder
Zach
boards.
called.
It keeps changing.
Zach called though,
Zach did call.
and that is
And
not
they were
for the
sup-
little sister.
They were supposed to call like 2 or 3 other people in the movie too.
I want to know who Zach is.
picture. Maybe Jesse met him at Dom's place.
Yeah, is that what it was called? Dom's place.
Dom. Not Don. Dom.
Dom. He's an Italian mafioso running a fucking S&M
Okay, so he goes down. Jesse goes downstairs. Lightning strikes the dishes.
Really bad lightning. bolt.
Yeah, it's
That's
that.
about. And he just kind of walks away and goes to the S&M bar.
Which, you're gonna have all this S&M stuff. Why not show some boobs in this movie?
Well,
know.
I can tell you why.
Well, why
I think the writer
not show some
and Jesse
schlong in
were
this?
probably scared of boobs.
Is that why people are gay? Because they're afraid of boobs?
No, I'm joking.
It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe.
I
Well,
mean,
if you're
honestly,
making a movie,
and this is a non-gay thing, if I were a straight woman, I would be afraid of balls. They're terrifying.
I'm a straight guy and I'm afraid of my own balls.
Yeah, I don't like my balls. I'm like, away from me.
Yeah.
it's true.
I'm not gonna cut you off if I
But if you're
If I could.
But that would hurt way too much.
if you're making a movie, you gonna have dogs out?
No. Probably not.
There you go.
Except if you're American Werewolf in London. Thanks. It was a
Hey.
good movie.
Or
though.
I'm
pieces.
progressive. I just wanted to see the movie. I don't care about a guy's ass. In the movie.
Kendall's
How
dong
about it?
or
hanging out the window.
Pieces, yeah. And those both got over 7 movies with wieners get at least a 7 rating for me. Maybe I'm the gay one.
what's that say about the
Jeez.
What's that say about that?
Show any genitalia, you get a 7.
7 out of 10.
So, I think you mentioned this, and we already mentioned it, but this S&M joint, he's not really there. And that's why he goes straight to the gym without explanation, and he's
did we
running
skip
laps.
a lot of this?
No.
Yeah, well yeah.
There's just he wakes up a couple times. He does the same thing. He wanders around the house.
There's just
gets
a few.
drink.
There's just a few. I have one thing here though. Jesse asks Rod, no, not Rod, Grady, if he remembers his dreams, and Rod's like, oh, or
Only the
Rod.
well.
only the. I keep calling him Rod. They're like the same
They
character.
pretty much are.
Except Grady's a little cooler.
Grady's cool.
They are the same character.
Ooh.
If you're supposed to throw in one.
Yeah.
See, they're so good.
All right, so while Jesse's running laps in the gym teacher's walking around in his S&M outfit and gets attacked by balls.
I do love that actor who plays the.
What else is he in?
He was in an episode of the X-Files. I remember. He always plays a douche. He
I
was the
swear
dad
he's in a Schwarzenegger movie.
He was the dad in Stand By Me, the dick dad.
Oh yeah.
Like he's a good character actor if you want an asshole.
Yeah. Well, I don't
All
know.
shaped balls.
Huh?
They were all shaped balls.
This can't be
Basketball.
This can't be gay subtext here with the
Tennis
balls,
balls.
because, and this is why, what gay man is ever attacked by balls?
I don't know.
But I feel like that's what some people look at when they see this movie. They're like, "Ooh, the gym teacher gets attacked by balls." They're balls.
They're just sport
Yeah.
equipment.
He's a gym teacher.
And that brings me to another point. I understand that the writer did put gay subtext in this, but I think people on the internet take it to an extreme level, because I don't think it's that prevalent. There's subtext, but there's not that prevalent.
There's probably
There's a man inside me.
There's probably 3 or 4 scenes that are blatant, but other than that,
But there is a
it's-
man inside him.
Yeah, we actually see him.
Yeah, he's in there.
He is, but you don't say that. You say Freddy Krueger is
Possessing me?
possessing me, because that's what he's doing.
And
No.
if it really was gay subtext, when Grady says, "Yeah, there's a girl that wants to sleep with you, but you'd rather be here sleeping with me," or
Yeah.
something like that, and Jesse doesn't want to hear it. He's like, "What? I don't give a shit if you don't believe me." Like he's not saying like, "Oh yeah, can I
Yeah,
jump
that's
in your
why
bed?"
I'm here. So
Yeah,
move
he's not
over.
saying like, "Hey, sleep beside me," because I'm scared. He's saying,
He pretty much wanted to, though.
"No, he didn't."
He was
said-
waiting for Grady to make a move on
Why
him.
did he go? Well, we're a little bit ahead
says-
here, aren't we?
We're way ahead. The pool party hasn't even started
Yeah,
yet.
okay. So the gym teacher gets whipped to death.
It's a really cool scene with the jump
Towels.
ropes, though. Thought it was
That pull him away.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
good
it looks
special
pretty
effects.
cool. Then but we see his bare butt getting whipped by a towel.
He looks like he got cracked a couple times. It's really red.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really
Can
red.
you imagine just keep snapping them up? We missed that take. We got to do it again.
So Jesse is walking towards him, goes into the.
This is
steam,
where I'm confused.
Becomes Freddy, and then he's standing there with a bloody glove.
But yeah, he's like watching Freddy do this stuff to him, and then all of a sudden
He
he
is Freddy.
has the glove.
Yeah.
Well, one of those dreams before, one of the nights before, I think it was the night before this, Jesse finds the glove in the basement. Freddy asks him to try.
How
it
was
on.
that glove still in the basement too? They just left it there?
Can Freddy put it wherever he wants?
Well, I mean, the last thing we saw was Nancy and her father leave that house after the mom got killed.
Yeah, but
If
it seemed
the
like
end
maybe
was
the
in
mom was the
sequence.
only one who knew it was there. Well, obviously
Nancy, why wouldn't she take it with her?
What did she
Souvenir.
want it?
I
'Cause
killed
she
this
thought
fucker.
he was-
Look at this glove.
Yeah, but she thought he was gone. Like, why would you want something to remind you?
He should be gone. How did he come back?
He's a ghost in this movie. More than a dream demon, he's more of a ghost.
Is it Freddy vs. Jason type thing where he needs people to remember him?
No, that's coming up
Oh,
in part 4.
oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Okay, so is this when the toaster catches on fire?
This is where,
Yeah,
the
well,
house, there's all
the next-
sorts of shit
The
happening.
next day after the coach is killed.
Cheryl, you're
How
out
is
of your
Jesse-
gourd.
How is Jesse not
Yeah.
a suspect?
Because nobody knew he was there.
Okay, the cops
They
bring
found,
him.
there were
The
footprints or
cops
something
bring
right
him
there.
home. Yeah, Grady makes.
Oh, they bring him home. He's naked on the road. That's
Yeah, but Grady the next day says Coach whatever was killed. There's bloody footprints everywhere. You have, just like you have fingerprints on your hands, you have prints on your toes. They could easily.
Yeah, and plus he was running naked on the highway. Where
Yeah.
the fuck are you at 1 in the morning, kid?
So I'm just saying, he
And
should
even
have been
after
a
that,
suspect.
after he kills Grady, he just goes right back to Lisa's, and the
Lisa's.
cops don't even look for him for the rest of the movie. It's like, it's 3 houses down, he's right there.
I honestly think the cops are inept as town.
You're an
Wow.
I mean, they.
Isn't that a staple of Wes Craven though? Inept cops.
Yeah, but also
Yeah, Last House on the
Freddy
Left.
Krueger went to
Martin
trial.
Coe.
Freddy
Sweep the
Krueger went to
leg.
trial, and they forgot to sign a search warrant. The cops in this town are inept.
Are you saying
Nancy's
John?
father
Are
being
you
one of
saying
them?
John Saxon is inept?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a drunk.
I can't even. And he's not a drunk yet.
He
He's
is
a
right
liar.
now.
He's
As
alive.
of part 2, he's probably a
We
drunk.
don't even know that he still exists in part 2.
That's true.
Oh, you're saying 3 happened before 2?
I'm saying 3 and 2
No,
have
no.
nothing to do with each other.
Well, yeah, there's that, but I thought you were referencing that 2 happened later.
Did it?
I don't know.
When did 2? No. No.
Happened 5 years after part 1. So part 3 happened before those 5 years passed.
Yeah, how
No, that
old is
can't be it.
Nancy? Because her and Dr. Gordon kind of.
You mean Dr. Bill Maher?
No shit, he looks just like Bill Maher.
Getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
we are
we
getting
are.
ahead of ourselves. Just another ahead of ourselves podcast.
We can't wait to get to part 3. That's all.
Yeah.
So the dad asked what kind of drugs you want. I put probably bath salts.
I love when.
We have a jump roping
Lou
Freddy
Gallagher.
kid here.
That's
in one of the
creepy
rooms.
image.
That's slow motion and shit.
Yeah.
We have a first person view too, like going up the stairs. It was real weird.
Is this when he's going to check on his sister?
Yeah.
And he can't kill her because I think he's fighting off Freddy's
Yeah.
possession of him here. Okay. Yeah, there's 90-degree heat, but the dad is like, there's nothing wrong with this house. Then the
Let's-
toaster catches on fire, and he goes, that's the damnedest thing. And I put, the bird exploded yesterday.
Yeah, the bird exploding tops the toaster catching on fire, even though it was unplugged.
Well, Jesse is informed by Grady towards the beginning of this movie about the house and like the crazy girl lived there and
Yeah, so Grady knows the
So,
story, right?
yeah, everybody-
So
I'm assuming-
Lisa should know the story, but doesn't because
Yeah.
she's like, oh, I looked up all this. Now, okay, we forgot to
She
mention too.
lived-
Lisa has Nancy's journal,
oh, she's studying it.
and then she's taking it everywhere with her.
Yeah, but she's only reading like a page a day.
Yeah, she doesn't
Do
want to be too nosy,
Yeah.
but
Well, I didn't think Lisa doesn't live on Elm Street, right?
where does she live? She goes to the school.
She lives on the other side of the tracks because she's got a damn nice house.
Yes, she does.
She's on the upper
She's got
parts
rich
of
yuppie
Elm.
parents.
She's on North Elm.
Yeah.
Well, she takes Jesse to RoboCop's hideout.
Yeah. A
Which
massive
apparently,
facility.
Yeah.
You talking about the
It's the same damn place, isn't it?
It looks like it.
It's the same steel mill. That's where apparently Freddy brought his victims to kill them.
because Freddy worked there.
Yeah.
Did he?
That's what they said.
Yeah, they
right?
said he worked there and he brought his, and then they shut it down after they found
Was there
out
a
he did
boiler
that.
room there?
No, that's why this doesn't make a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
it just has the metal like
Thing.
yeah.
And
it's
then there's
just-
that
it looks-
safe that's still there somehow. That, what's his name opens? Jesse.
Oh, the locker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I called it a safe. The locker, whatever.
In my mind, because I haven't watched.
Is this a dream sequence
Well,
or is
that-
this real?
I hadn't watched part 2 for like good 10 plus years, 15 plus years. I may have watched it right after. I knew everyone's saying that there were gay references and everything, but in my mind, like the first time I ever watched this, when I was rewatching this, when he opens up the locker, I remember, I swear when I was young watching this, that there was a plate of eaten spaghetti like at the bottom of
What?
this locker. And I was like, oh no, that's not. Like, why did I think that? And-
What was in there? Was it
A
a
rat.
rat?
It was just a rat.
Rat
yeah, but I
scare?
think there was like rope or something at the bottom, and it looked. And I think
Yeah.
my mind was just like, remembering things obviously differently, but never mind. That was a weird reference.
So every morning is pretty much the same for Jesse. Every morning he comes downstairs. The three of his parents and his sister are sitting at the table, and they ask him the same questions
How'd you sleep?
every single day.
Yeah.
His dad's kind of.
So again,
Is it a dream?
is this a dream? Is this a recurring dream?
No.
Have you looked any of this up? And has anyone else
I don't.
like reviewed
You
it
can't
this
look
way?
anything up in this movie.
Because all you get is
All you get is people being like, "It's so gay."
yeah, it's the gayest horror film ever made.
So I don't take those reviews
Yeah.
into like consideration. Let me see. Oh, Lisa asked, or Lisa's friend asked
Lisa's
Grady.
friend, who should be in the
Yeah.
movie more.
She asked Grady, "Are you going to Lisa's pool party?" And he goes, "No, I'm grounded. I pushed my grandma down the stairs."
He's so cool.
You're so cool,
He's
Bruce.
just like Brewster. You know what also Grady has? A King Cobra poster on his
Yes, I
wall.
wrote that down. Right there, King Cobra. So, we're off to Lisa's pool party, where we have Jerry Lawler / Jack Nicholson's love child. That's the dad.
He's DJing.
Uh-huh.
Keeping it fresh.
With Benny Goodman. That's just to give us. There's crazy parents in this town.
The dialogue here, for the rest of the movie, just becomes shitty. Really shitty.
I'm
Like,
gonna leave.
Lazy,
I'm not into this.
shitty. Other than like the scene where Jesse and Grady are talking, that's the last time that the dialogue's alright. This stuff, like they're like, "I don't know what's wrong with Jesse." Yes, you do. You know exactly what's wrong. He isn't sleeping, and he's told you exactly what's wrong. And it's just him. It's Lisa and her friend, like kind of small talking.
There's a really cool song that comes on though right after the parents go to bed and they crank out music and break out the chorus. It's
Of course.
From a whisper to a scream. I think it's an 80s song, but it's also a horror movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't that a horror movie?
I think so. Maybe Vincent Price was in it or something from the 70s. But the song was 80s and it was cool at the pool
What's the
party.
movie about?
I have no idea.
Okay, I wonder if it
Hey,
tied into this or something.
is
I hope that'd be
is-
cool.
Is Freddy gay?
In this movie, he might.
Is that what's happening? Because Jesse is trying to have sex with Lisa, and Freddy's like, "No, no, 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 no!"
You gotta go see Grady.
Oh, he's threatened that Lisa's gonna change Jesse.
If Jesse finds somebody who he loves,
Is
is
that
that
the
gonna
problem?
stop him from taking
It's like
over?
Ernest Scared Stupid. Unconditional love is what kills Freddy in
Where's
this.
Eartha Kitt? I have why does he go to Grady's? Not only is it, sort of gay to
'Cause
leave
it's
a
his
girl
only
for a
Well,
friend.
it's his
guy,
only friend.
but why not go home?
But
If
his
you feel
parents
like
don't
there's-
believe him.
But if you feel like there's danger coming, why would you put somebody at risk like that? You've already killed one person.
His parents don't believe him at all. His sister, I don't know, maybe he feels he's too young to understand anything, let alone, hey,
Would he
if I start freaking out in my dreams, wake me up.
But
She's
would
not
he
gonna
rather
stay up all
put
night.
Grady in danger than Lisa?
Apparently, yes.
And by the way, Grady doesn't believe him either.
No.
Nobody does.
No, because Grady turns the light on and goes to sleep.
Yeah, he's like, "Sweet dreams, pal."
Yeah.
Have you ever suffered from, like, sleep deprivation? Like, what's the longest you've ever stayed up?
We talked about this.
Yeah, well, if you listen to the episode, you'd know.
Yeah. I went 3 days,
Holy shit.
and I was
I thought I was
sleepwalking,
bad. I went
and I
about
was
2.
sleepwalking, so
And it, like, you seriously, like, your body just freaking breaks down.
yeah, you go nuts. So,
You?
36 hours at Wes's
That's probably
bachelor
close
party.
to what I was.
I was at the
in
strip
it.
club and I was falling asleep talking to Tonelli, not even interested in any titties.
Yeah, 9 of those hours were spent on the highway, though, coming home and, like,
Oh,
so, I mean,
man.
it was just,
On the road again.
your mind goes, you just don't think straight, you basically start hallucinating.
yeah, I was at work, and I went for a walk without knowing that I was going for a walk, and when I woke up, I was almost out the door. I don't know where I was headed.
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
All right.
Don't go anywhere because I've got some things here.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
I thought Jesse, starting right about here, his acting was top notch. I mean, he
What do
played
you-
a
what do
guy
you
who was
consider
slipping into
top-notch?
craziness very well. Like he's
Okay.
He looks like he's going through withdrawal, is what he looks like.
So he's at Grady's now and he is telling Grady, hey, this
Keep
guy's
awake.
inside me.
Mhm.
Stay awake. If I fall asleep, wake me up. Wake me up. And Grady doesn't care.
He's
But
like, whatever.
Goes right to
Yeah,
bed.
goes right to bed. Now we're back at Lisa's, and the pool is bubbling, getting real hot.
If
People
somebody
are
yells,
swimming.
turn the pool down.
Turn the pool down. But This is the first time ever we have hot dog tricks in a movie.
Yeah.
These hot dogs just catch on fire by themselves.
Yep.
Hot dog tricks.
Makes sense.
That's what
doesn't
it's
it?
all about.
Okay. Did you see?
We live and die by hot dog tricks.
You
When,
do, and this movie does, which makes me think that it's...
Jesse starts turning into when Freddy's coming out of Jesse, and you don't have the glove on, but you have the knives coming out of his fingertips.
That
was
cool.
cool.
He looked like but they look like just hot dogs that you'd see on the rotisserie at like country fair or something. Like his fingers, like just look like burned hot dogs.
He's a biter.
Who's a biter?
I think Freddy bites somebody and then goes
Yeah, it's
invisible.
Yeah.
Is that later?
Yeah, it is. I know what you're talking about.
Because it looks like it's right here.
No, because you must have
you tell
skipped.
me
You must have
no?
skipped Grady's kill because he bites Lisa when he comes back.
Yeah.
No.
So you must have skipped
No,
Grady's
no.
kill.
I just completely skipped Grady's kill.
No. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Hot dog tricks. Oh, Grady is dead way up here.
Yep.
Yeah. So
That eyeball
why
in
does
the
this
mouth.
door not open? Is Grady asleep? Is he dreaming this?
Yeah.
That must be what's happening.
See?
Yeah.
There we go.
Or
Freddy's
Freddy
getting
locked
into
the
other
door.
people's dreams now.
Yeah. Because there's no reason that door doesn't open. Like, it won't open from either side. How locked is it?
Pretty locked.
I guess.
That the dad
Makes
can't open
no
it either.
sense,
The dad
yeah.
sees the claws and blood come right through the door.
Yeah, but if it's
One
locked
of the-
from, I assume the door can be locked from the inside, so
Yeah.
it's not in Jesse's best interest to unlock a door if Grady has it locked when he goes to bed for some reason. Obviously, Dad can't get in because it's locked from the outside. I'm just,
I think this is one of the more terrifying kills in the series, in my opinion. It's probably not to everybody, but the feeling of knowing you're gonna die is like a terrifying, dreadful thing to me.
Oh, Freddy
So-
burst out of Jesse.
Yeah, when Freddy's coming at Grady and he's like nodding to Grady like I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, I don't like that.
and it's not even like someone gonna shoot you. It's like knives.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta watch those things
Just-
come in. And
No thanks, man. That part was. I have hot dog tricks written down too.
You're gonna have to put like a giant applause after hot dog tricks.
So
First time ever.
Grady's dead, which sucks.
Yeah.
And the police are showing up.
And so Jesse just jumps out the window.
Yeah, just like Rod did in the first one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And runs to Lisa's house, just covered in blood.
He's like, I killed Grady. And she's like,
He's
just
so-
kiss me.
Again, in this scene, he's really good. He's like, I killed the coach, and he just starts like shaking and yelling at her, and oh, it's great. Great performance here. You know what? His acting and Heather Langenkamp's acting are
Two different scales.
craisins
They-
to urinal cakes. That's how different it is.
Craisins aren't good though.
Well, that's just the phrase that we're going to use from now on.
Well, that's a
Craisins to
terrible-
What
urinal
about croutons to
Urinal
cru-
cakes.
Yeah. I like
Croutons to craisins.
There you go.
Craisins are gross. I hate raisins, especially when they're covered with cranberries.
Cranberries are good.
No, they're not.
Yes.
I'm going with craisins because I like craisins. You can pick something else, ass.
I'll go with something that tastes good.
Like what?
This is
Hot dogs.
cheeseburgers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say hot dogs.
No, I don't like hot dogs.
See, I don't like apples to oranges because they're two round fruits.
I like oranges better than apples.
I like apples and oranges, even though I can't eat apples.
I like apples better than oranges.
I like oranges better because they don't kill me. Anyway, on with this movie.
Apples don't
Allergic
kill
to
me
apples?
either.
Yeah,
Never even heard of that.
I know, it sucks. It's the worst.
Is it? You still drink Angry Orchard?
That's why I drink it.
How
'cause I
allergic
like
are you,
apples.
pussy?
They're not real apples.
How
probably.
allergic are you, pussy?
I can't eat an actual apple. Like, I can't pick up an apple and eat it.
What about apple pie?
I
So
can't
if you
eat that.
rub an apple like all over yourself, you're
If
gonna
I
break
Is
out?
it
pick
the
it with
skin?
my hand breaks out.
What?
Is it the skin?
Yeah. Same thing with potatoes. I can't peel potatoes because if I handle a raw potato in my hand breaks out.
Holy shit.
I want to bring an apple to work and just throw it off your head.
You could do that with anything, honestly. You don't have to use an apple.
Well, when
Because
it,
the apple hitting my head isn't going to do anything different than anything else hitting my head.
why won't it make you
It
itchy?
doesn't work that way.
Why? It touched you.
I don't think... Well, how is an apple ever... I guess I've never tested this. How is an apple ever going to get to my... You throwing it at me, I
Yeah,
guess,
just
is the
said
only
that.
way. Alright, well, test that theory. You
Fine,
Whip
I'm
an
gonna-
apple at my head and see if I break out in hives.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
This is science, people.
that.
We need to learn what's happening.
See what's
here.
going on.
Anyway, for whatever reason, Lisa just refuses to believe that he killed anybody, even though he's covered in blood.
Lisa wants it.
Lisa's
Yeah,
like,
what? She's just a horny
I don't care if you're
teenager.
gay. I don't care that you're a murderer.
Let's
You
do
apparently
this.
are the only guy in the school that I want anything to do with.
Yeah.
I love you, Jesse.
I believe she would turn him in after.
Do you think they're going to be able to build a marriage off of this relationship?
Not at all.
Me either.
I
I think
can't
this might
imagine.
be done. Okay, so how is Freddy doing the things that he's doing?
What are these dogs with the skin faces when she walks up to the plant too?
You're a long way away.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
What? Your notes are weird. Did you write them backwards?
No, you fuck. If he's a biter, he goes invisible.
He's a biter.
Okay, true.
Has she bit him yet?
No, she didn't bite him. He
Yeah.
bit
That's
her.
a really weird scene where Freddy
You
starts
know what I
gnawing
meant,
on her
dickhead.
leg, though.
Did he bite her yet?
He's about to. They're
Okay.
fighting on the
well,
floor
at least
and he
I.
bites
All
her.
right. Well, then my last notes before that were hot dog tricks.
And Jesse's fighting him, and so he's just kind of...
Fight it, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse does fight it, and so he jumps out the window.
Fights it pretty weak.
Yeah, he does. He just keeps telling Lisa he loves her.
And
not
I
really doing
can't
anything
fight
else.
this, so
Yeah.
there's no.
So Freddy jumps out the window, and we have the pool scene where he kills some people, including a hippie.
Somebody gets killed in a stampede, don't they?
yeah, their
Yeah.
neck gets like snapped. There's only like 4 people and he gets stampeded.
How do you not avoid 3
I
other
don't
people?
know. And they're just like, watch we can break a neck and have the little blood come out of someone's mouth.
It's a great scene though when Freddy's standing there above the, like watching over the party. And he's got his arm down a little bit.
That's because it's too heavy and Robert Englund's a pussy.
The scene where I can think the dad. Well, first of all, the dad comes out and tries to shoot him and misses completely.
Okay, and
Is that
this
the dad that
guy,
tries
this
to
guy has
negotiate
5
with him?
guns
Who
in
tries
his
to
cabinet.
negotiate with him?
Oh, that's the hippie.
Let us help you.
Yeah. What do you want?
Help yourself, fucker. And kills him.
But the dad
Yeah.
clearly has guns,
Uh-huh.
so should know how to shoot guns, and he is 15 feet away, tops with a shotgun and whiffs.
Oh my god, he whiffs.
Maybe he's
He
got a
misses
full
by
check.
8 feet.
Like he jerks the gun before he shoots it. But there's a shot of Freddy standing behind some fire. It's fucking awesome.
Not that,
shot.
would a
Yeah,
shotgun
awesome.
even hurt Freddy?
I don't think he
I
knows
don't
how to
think
deal with it.
anything,
He just
yeah.
leaves. He's
To
like,
Dad?
because he looks at him like, "The fuck you shooting me with a gun for?"
Dad's like, I'm going back inside.
He says, "You're all my children now," which is pretty iconic.
Yeah, there's a lot of iconic shit in this
Yeah.
movie. Like for a lot of people crapping on this movie.
And then he walks through the fire or the bushes
The
on
wall?
fire.
Yeah.
And
Is this a
everybody's like,
dream, or is that Freddy? Is that Grady?
I think he finally came into the real world, which I don't know why he would want to.
But this is not Jesse?
It's a mix of both. Jesse's still slightly in there.
Is he...
How did Jesse's skin just kind of reform itself after Freddy birthed Jesse?
I don't know.
I
Okay.
guess, because it was a dream.
Yeah, I guess it was a dream, so.
Dream
Also,
on
why?
it.
There's plenty of times Freddy could have killed Lisa. Why doesn't he kill Lisa? Is it
Because
Jesse preventing
Jesse's
him?
stopping him,
How's Jesse
How
stopping
many
him?
people die in this movie?
too. No, there's some people at the pool party.
Yeah, not
Oh,
many.
they had. That's why the pool party scenes.
Yeah.
There were 2
Yeah.
people would have got killed.
But
One.
why does that? Why? How can
2,
Jesse?
and then the
Oh,
guy with the
Grady,
neck.
yeah.
So there's 2. There's,
So like
there's
4 total.
Grady the
Maybe
gym
5.
teacher, and then 2, and then that guy was neck gets stepped
Like
on.
why the pool scene when it starts to bubble? Why not have people's like skin
Burning.
coming off? Yeah, and like, oh, this is really hot. No, it's like a
They can't get
jacuzzi.
out.
It's like jacuzzi hot. They're like, oh, come on.
So Lisa drives to RoboCop's hideout again, and there's some pretty good shots here too.
The skin-faced dogs.
Those aren't good.
Why? Is it just?
I don't know
Is
what
this
those
Dream World?
I think this is some dream
I
place.
thought
Is she
it was
sleeping?
just Poor
Must be.
special effects.
The
They're not
rat.
special.
They
the
ran
rat
out of their
monster-
3 million. They're like just
The
flat.
rat monster and the cat monster are kind of weird too.
The giant rat cat.
Yeah.
What is that thing?
I don't know.
I think you said it best.
Oh
It's
man.
cat dog.
They have hot pipes are hot.
Fact.
Yeah.
It's their Steven. Don't touch him.
Okay, so Freddy's just standing at the end of this place, and Lisa's walking up to him.
Coca-Cola.
No, that's mine.
Oh.
And Lisa says something about, "Jesse, I know you're in there," and Freddy goes, "Jesse's dead, the final nightmare." That's 2 for 2, by the way. Lisa kisses Freddy,
Which is
and
weird.
that's all it takes to kill him.
He starts melting.
Do you think
Which-
she told her to put some chapstick first?
Probably, yeah.
His lips are gonna
They're charred.
chafe yours.
Do you
And-
think
and-
this is the first woman that Freddy's ever kissed?
Absolutely.
First
First one over the age of 8. Yep.
That's what I was gonna say.
Ooh. Yeah, so
As
Freddy...
dumb as an ending as this is, it looks great. Way, way better than when he just faded into nothingness in part 1.
It looks good, but it
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. But let me ask this. He kills children.
Mhm.
So why is he going after teens? Because
I don't think he's going after teens in this movie. Like I said, I think this movie he was trying to get Jesse.
But in
to kill
general,
for him.
He had children mostly under the age
Because
of
he's no longer
10.
interested in what he was doing. He's now interested in getting revenge on the parents by killing their kids.
That's well, that's what it's supposed to be.
It's kinda
In this one, though, he just wants to kill... I think he does want to kill kids. And Jesse's preventing him from doing it.
Oh, he wants to kill his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's
That's
not
why
trying
he's
to kill
going after
Jesse.
his sister.
sort of.
The people he's killing are getting in his way.
The people
Or
he's
he's
killing.
Well,
just-
the coach was kind of, I'm going to give you one, Jesse. This guy's being a dick to you. I'm going to kill him. Grady got in his way.
By trying to run away.
Great, he got in his way.
Well, I'm just saying.
Just like Matilda Dixon all over again.
Jesus.
Oh, Darkness Falls is good though.
Okay, Jesse has had a car throughout this entire movie, so why is he getting on the bus at the end of the movie? Where's the car go? Where'd the car
Maybe
go?
it finally died. That car didn't look like it was
It
going to
didn't-
run that
yeah, it
first
didn't
time
look
we
good.
saw it.
Jesse under Fred's burnt body.
Oh, right, just like Ghostbusters. Yep.
Oh yeah, that was after he melted.
And so Jesse's back, and him and Lisa are riding the school bus, and Robert Englund is apparently driving again because they go back into the desert.
Up yours with a
Oh,
No,
right,
it came out of her
right.
chest.
The girl who we don't care about gets an arm through the chest.
What girl? Tina.
No, Tina's in the last movie.
Lisa.
Which, if you've seen this documentary, Never Sleep Again, she talks about how this role that she got saved her acting career. I was like, what else were you in? She was talking about how she was going to move back.
Is it Amanda Weiss?
Is it?
Who?
I don't
Which
think
girl are we talking about?
The brunette, the Lisa's friend?
She didn't do anything in
Oh,
this movie.
I was talking about
No, she was
the
talking
first
about how
one.
she got this role and she didn't go home because of it.
Oh,
She was going to
okay.
leave Hollywood and go home. And then she got this role.
And she
and-
felt confident again.
and I was like,
By her
what
3
else did you
lines?
do?
Yeah, they didn't give her anything to do.
She should have got naked.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I mean, Lisa pretty much was getting her boobs licked, but we didn't get to see any of it.
No.
That was the straightest thing Jesse did all day.
Oh, he was like, crushing
Yeah,
this.
he's like, as you
He
can
was
tell that he
like-
was unfamiliar with boobs. He's like clawing at them.
Like 2 bags of sand.
He's like, ooh.
Okay, so that's what we'll leave off. Ben, what do you give this one?
You know me, I have much too long of a critique here because you guys usually give me the look like, wrap this shit up. But this is one of those movies I really want to like. I want it to be that movie that people revisit and go, you know what, that's actually not a bad movie. Kind of like Friday Part 5. But it's not that good. The ending's terrible. The concept of possession Freddy is... I mean, did he say, okay, I tried to haunt these kids in their dreams, that didn't work in part 1, I'm trying a new...
Yeah, is he a ghost?
I'm trying a new...
I'm gonna get to that one when I give mine. I'll explain.
I like the opening dream. I liked a lot of the visuals in this movie. Sadly, I thought Mark Patton was actually not bad actor for being, the main character. I thought the acting was still better in part 1, but that had like Johnny Depp and... No, you're shaking your head.
I hated part 1's acting.
I think it was like Lisa. I didn't think it was a good actor.
Lisa's
Grady was funny. He was much better
Grady's
than
great.
Rod, who basically played the same character. Questions about why no one else is having these dreams. His sister's there. Why isn't she having these dreams?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the house, right?
You would think. Maybe, like I said, Freddy's trying a new approach and just trying to possess somebody. I give it a 5 out of 10.
Right in the middle. John, what do you give it?
not
I
terrible.
give it a 7.
We're gonna mush
Whoa!
the good between the
7?
I like this better than the first one. I think the acting's better, for one. I think, well, not all universally, but I think Clu Gallagher, great. Jesse, real good. Robert Englund, good. Grady, good. 4 good acting jobs in this movie.
How did Clu Gallagher...
He was
play such a
underused.
cock?
He was underused, but he was good when he was there.
I immediately compare him to what he was in Return of the Living
And
Dead,
it's
he's
not.
not.
Yeah.
in
But that
the
movie,
part.
that movie overall is better,
Yeah.
so it's easier to.
Yeah.
I don't even care about gay subtext. I don't care.
No, that's-
It doesn't even factor into my
No.
score for this movie. The effects were good. I love Christopher Young's soundtracks and everything he does, even though this one's like a minimal score. It's just bangs and crashes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
1, 2,
I can
Freddy's
make
Coming
it.
for You is probably the creepiest one in the entire series. That scene with the
And
jump
the
rope.
shot with her jump rope is.
And as him switching MOs, this is only the second movie. We have 9 of them, and in 9 different movies he switches MOs. He just keeps doing different things. So I'm not going to critique it on that because they all do it. He wants to try and possess somebody this time instead of trying to get them in their dreams. Fine. I think that kind of handcuffed them when they were making the movie, and that's why this doesn't get a higher score, because they might have wanted to stick with the dream thing because that's what Freddy was doing, but they wanted to make a possession movie, so they just kind of got the two of them confused. And that's why it's so murky in some parts, where like you're like, is this a dream? Are they even dreaming? The dreams have anything to do with this movie? Is it a possession movie? It doesn't really know what it wants to be.
We had talked about is this whole movie a dream, because every scene you were like, it's just a dream. He keeps coming down
Definitely
to the
some
same
of them
breakfast table.
needed.
Is that what you think? Like the whole thing?
I think it might be just a long dream where it feels like he's being possessed or something. So, but I enjoyed it enough because and some of these in this series are so awful. I'm going to give this one a 7 based on that. It's not like compare this 7 to another different movie 7. This is in this series. This is one of my favorites in the series. One of my 3 that I really like.
It's menacing.
Yeah, Freddy is very.
It's really
very
creepy.
nice. So, all right. What do you say, Cobra?
I'm gonna give it a 5.5. I don't like that he's possessing Jesse, and Jesse ends up being sort of the guy standing there killing. You don't get to see that, but yes, there's a lot of cool shots, and Freddy is more terrifying in this one than any other one. But I want to see him physically killing the people, like in 3. He's doing kooky things,
Like biting Lisa.
creative kill. Yeah, like biting Lisa.
What was that?
Kooky kills in 3, and I watched them back to back, and that's why it's going to get a little worse. But I think it's a little worse than 1, but not that far off. Patton's acting was good. Grady's probably my favorite character in the series after watching it. But it's just there's some things missing from it, and
For sure.
I don't know.
So with a $3 million budget, I actually don't have what the budget of part 3 was, but you were talking about the kills, like the kooky kills that he transforms into things instead of part 2. He was still just a glove
1 and 2.
Doing
dicing
it.
people
He's just a
rather
guy.
than turning into something. And so is it just poor budgeting? Like they could have done so
No,
much
it's
more
just
with
not
3
what
mil?
they wanted to do yet. That's all it was.
I don't know if they knew what they wanted to do exactly.
I don't think they did because
No.
this is such a departure from the first one. They're still, I think, going into the third one like
Yeah, they're like, we can't
still
do
don't know what we want to do.
the first one. They're like, we can't do the exact same thing we did in the first one, so let's
and nobody liked
try
the second
something
one.
and possess somebody.
I think at the time
Freddy.
that second one was just hated, just really hated because it
It's
was
not that bad.
Yeah, it's not. People for a long time thought it was the worst in the series, but
I don't think no.
no,
No
it's absolutely
way.
From what I've heard,
Yeah. Well, they
'cause
did.
I
at some
still
point.
haven't watched
Yeah.
part 4, 5. How many are there? You said?
9. We don't have to cover Freddy versus Jason though.
Yeah. Well,
Are we
I've
doing
seen
a
that one.
remake?
Yep.
I've never seen that one.
I have.
Did you? No, you haven't seen it yet.
And just so you know, I saw it once.
I know it got
There's a reason.
You know the
it got bad reviews, but
Bad
then
News
again,
Bears.
I don't
Have you seen
remember.
Bad News
a
Bears
thing
with
from
Walter
it.
Matthau?
yeah,
Do you know the main kid rides a bike? He's the best baseball player.
isn't that a girl in the movie?
Jackie Earl Haley's who he's talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
He,
Okay.
no,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the kid that rides the motorbike.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
of Tatum O'Neal. She's the pitcher, but
Yeah.
he's like the best player in the team.
I gotcha.
It's
Yeah,
him.
he was great as Rorschach though.
I'm gonna throw this out 6 weeks early. I never really liked Robert Englund as Freddy that much, so when they're like, we're switching it, and everybody's like, oh, that's blasphemy. No, it's not.
No, you don't. No, I disagree with you.
Guys,
Same reason you don't
60 something
switch
now.
Pinhead.
He's not gonna.
Let him do
He's
it.
not gonna go through a makeup process and shit.
I didn't want to
He
see
wanted to.
60-year-old Robert Englund
Of course, they do everything
cracking
with
one-liners,
computers
killing
now.
kids. I
Yeah.
didn't want to
Why?
see it anymore. Because I've seen it 7 times.
And that's what I want.
Well, then go watch the old ones.
No. What do you
I don't wanna
What do
watch
you want
the
in
old
Friday the 13th?
Jason is like 18 different people. He's so many different people.
You're so many different people.
Here's what I want. I
He
want
skits.
Jason in a mask stabbing people.
Yeah.
I don't care who.
I want
is behind
Freddy with a
mask.
glove stabbing people and cracking one-liners.
And you get that in the new one. It's
But
just a
he's
different
not.
actor.
I don't like new
Did
things.
you like the new one?
No,
You like
No.
new Pinhead?
no. But
Then
they didn't
shut
even,
up.
They didn't even
Then
try
shut
to
up.
make that the same character.
Jeez.
What? I was being facetious.
If you do a good job, I don't care. That's what I'm saying.
If
They
you're gonna
didn't do a
talk
good
to me,
job in
would you look
Hellraiser.
in my eyes?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he's
is-
looking off
he's
over
kinda
there.
glad. I do the same thing. I never look anyone in the face.
All right, you know what? Let's get to part 3. If you
Whoops.
want to
What was
write
that?
in,
Were you getting bit by a spider?
That was.
I thought he shit himself.
Yo,
I
turn
thought that's
around.
what happened.
You fart!
And then he just
You
leaves.
ever just fart and leave?
You know.
All right,
How would
if
we
you
know?
want to get a
Could you
hold
tell
of
us?
us, which we asked you to do for the entire week this week, and you didn't do it,
So
write into horrorcastings@gmail.com. And oh, by the way, you write us the emails. We don't write you the emails. That's not how emails work. Facebook.com/horrorcasting. Follow us on Twitter @horrorcasting. Go on iTunes, rate and review the show. If you need help on how to do that, go to last week's show and I'll explain it to you step by step.
By the way, my girlfriend agreed that you said rape last week.
It sounds like I said rape when I re-listened to it.
It's because we were both sick. It
So,
was like all.
And also, yeah, if you're confused, we don't want you to rape the show. If that's what everybody's been doing, then stop doing that and start rating the show. We're on Podomatic, iTunes, Stitcher, and horrorpunks.com. So, we'll see you next week. And don't forget we have Patreon. So if you go on our YouTube channel, go to
The
YouTube.
Tube.
Yeah, the Tube channel.
Tube.
Just look up Just Another Horror Podcast. You'll find our channel. We've been putting up content a little bit more consistently now. We have a couple episodes of us playing Trivial Pursuit up. We have a preview of what we give one of our donors. Donators? Or is it donors? Donors, right?
Donors. Yeah.
All right. One of our donors gets a show once a month called Non Sequitur. We're putting up a preview of the one we're giving to him this month if you want to see the kind of stuff we do. So check that one out. We have clips from every movie that we've reviewed put up. We have clips of things relating to the show, like if you want to see what hot dog tricks are, they're there.
I think isn't the DVD still there to give away?
Oh, right. We still have a DVD to give away. And the hints were there's a guy in a wheelchair, and last year the antagonist died. The actor who played the
Would you
antagonist
like
died.
to
Give a hint on this movie.
on this movie? And see if anyone writes in and gets it. Cody and Daniel, it can be you guys too if you want to.
It's the 2-disc Ultimate Edition. You don't get any better than that.
It's not the best hint, but.
That's not a hint.
That's not a hint.
If you guys just want free DVDs, you two can keep emailing.
Yeah, we don't care. We'll give them to you. You guys
Give
can have a whole
give
DVD
a
collection
hint.
from us. Yeah, give a hint.
Me?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna kill somebody, I'm gonna wear a suit and tie.
that's a good hint.
Only 84 minutes.
Not a hint.
Yeah, that is a hint. We'll throw that in too.
84 minutes.
It's 84
What it
minutes long.
says. Wow.
And the killer wears a suit and tie, and there's a guy in a wheelchair, and the guy who played the main villain died last year. That's it. And that's all the information we have to give you, so see you next week.
If you don't email the show, we're done. Fuck you.
Jeez.
What?
I'll get back to you guys on that, but
Was that too rude?
bye.